Okay, 3, 2, 1. Konbanwa Mina, Proto-moto Des, and today I have for you the Cyber Structure deck. This is Cyber Style. Let's go. So basically, this is Cyber Strike. This includes a bunch of new Cyber Dark monsters and great support overall for just Cyber Dragons in general. One of my most favorite archetypes because I was a GX kid. But yeah, so basically Cyber Dark and Cyber Dragons basically get combined. So reading the back over here, let me try to focus this a bit more. Alright, that's probably better. So, harness the power of all Zane Truesdale's cyber cards in Structure Deck Cyber Strike. This structure deck is based on strategies used by Zane Truesdale and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX anime. Zane begins the series with a Cyber Dragon deck, but later melds it with Cyber Dark monsters. That these two strategies have always been able to... Bleh. That's weird. These two strategies have always been able to be played separately, but never has been a viable strategy to combine the two, like they've been used on TV until now. So you get a pretty decent amount of reprints here, but the most notable reprint is Infinite Impermanence. So basically, you'll be buying this deck for Infinite Impermanence, which is basically a $9 card right now, and this deck at MRCP is $12. I bought these for $15. I bought 3 of them, so I spent like $45 on it, but that's probably the best price you're probably going to find in the market right now. But yeah, so let's take a crack at what we get in this one. Okay, so let's open this up right now. Alright, so basically just big new boss monster, nothing too usual, but on the back, like every structure deck, you basically just get your kind of sort of overall gist of like, oh, these are some combos, here you go, and then that's pretty much it. I kind of wish that this was they reprint. I kind of think they should use structure decks as a good way to reprint some cards. So like the structure deck after like Blazing Vortex could include something like Pot of Prosperity or something like that, because I do think that structure decks could be a way to properly reprint things and not wait a month and a half for each one. But that's kind of my little gripe about everything. So let's get right into the deck. All right. So let's open this up. Nice and easy. Look at that. Slides right out. Alright. So that's just our simple little card. This is basically just a little promo card for the whatever set and structure deck you have. So this is Cyber Dark Chimera. You can discard 1 spell or trap, add 1 power bomb from your deck to your hand. You can only use dragon or machine cyber monsters as fusion material for this turn. Also, when you fusion summon this fusion this turn, you can banish monsters from your graveyard as material. Okay, so basically it's your own Miracle Fusion with Power Bond. Neat. Cyber Dark Realm, when this card is activated, you can add 1 Cyber Dark monster from your deck to your hand with a different name from the cards in your graveyard. Okay, so you basically probably only running 1 of Cyber Darks in your deck if you're building something like this. But here we go. Here we have Cyber End Dragon as an Ultra. The new Cyber Dark End Dragon as an Ultra Rare. So this must be fusion summoned by special attribute level or tribute 1 level 10 or lower Cyber Dark fusion monster equipped with Cyber End Dragon. Unaffected by your opponent's activated effects, once per turn you can equip 1 monster from your graveyard from the other graveyard to this card. This card can attack a number of times for each battle phase, up to the number of equipped cards to it. Okay, it's a 5,000 beater, but I don't know about the whole summoning condition because it's a bit wonky. Next up is a new card, Cybernetic Horizon. This card is always shoot as Cyber Dark card. Send 2 dragon or machine cyber monsters with different attributes to the graveyard. One from your hand and deck. Add 1 dragon or machine cyber monster from your deck to your hand, and if you do, add 1 machine cyber fusion monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. You can activate 1 Cybernetic Horizon once per turn. So basically, able to dump your Cyber End Dragon to attach it to your Cyber Dark monster. At least I think from what I'm understanding from this card. Alright, first up is a reprint. Cyber Dragon Hertz. This is the level 1. This is really good just because it's a great target for 1-for-1 or for machine duplication. So this card became Cyber Dragon while it's on the field or graveyard. You could use 1 of the effects once per turn. If this card is special summon, you can make this card's level become 5 until the end of this turn. Also, you can special summon monsters from the rest of the turn except machine monsters. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 other Cyber Dragon from your deck to your graveyard to your hand. Nice. Fusion Deployment. Weirdly enough, this got reprinted inside of the Megaton, so I kind of think it was a wasted slot overall. But reveal 1 fusion monster from your extra deck and special summon from your hand or deck 1 fusion material whose name is specifically listed on that card. So this is really good for either like hero decks or anything that requires a specific monster, basically. And after that, you can't special summon monsters from the extra deck except fusion monsters, and you can activate once per turn. Here we go. This is the money card right here. Infinite Impermanence. If you already don't know what this does, then you've been living underneath a rock for a couple of years. So I'm just going to give you the name, and then you go sort it out yourself. Attachment Cyber, and one more, I think, useless monsters. You can target one dragon or cyber monster you control, equip this card from your hand or field to it. While this card is an equipped card, the equipped monster gains an attack. If this card is sent to graveyard while equipped to a monster, you target one other dragon and cyber monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Okay, so basically what you're going to do is just attach it to either your Cyber Dark End Dragon or Cyber End Dragon, and then you could pretty much special summon any other Cyber Dragon from your graveyard. Basic Cyber Dragon, just the normal one, not the cool alt art. Cyber Dragon Zwa, this is basically just reveal one spell in your hand, and then this becomes a Cyber Dragon as the other one. Okay, then Dry, I think this is all German. Nibiru, if you're watching this, please tell me if it's in German. But I think Dry is 2, I believe, but you could, when this card is normal summon, you can make all Cyber Dragons you control could become level 5, so basically as your monster to go into your Nova and then to your Infinity if you have the Nova, because it doesn't come in this deck, sadly. Cyber Dragon Veer, Naxter, which is a really good reprint. I think the last reprint that we got from this, either the Megatins or Legendary Duelist Season 2. I think it was Season 2, though. But this is basically a free revive on, when you, for a discard, basically. Core, pretty good overall, big Cyber Dragon stuff. Pharaohs, this was kind of like one of those weird cards where it's like, it's support, but it's like you can just, you special summon it, I guess, or fusion, or normal summon it, use it to effect, fusion summon out one of your extra deck monsters. Cyber Valley, this is one of the older cards. I don't think it's really that great. Same as Cyber Phoenix. So let's move on to the Cyber Dark stuff. So Cyber Dark Horn, 1 copy of Edge, 1 out copy Keel, 1 copy Cannon, and Claw. So you basically just want to run 4 of these inside your Cyber Dark deck, because you're going to be adding off everything else, and then you want to run 3 of Claw, because Claw is the good one. This actually does work. So if this card is sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, you can target 1 Cyber Dark monster in the graveyard, add it to your hand. You can use the following effects once per turn. You discard this card, add 1 Cyber Dark spell from your deck to your hand, and during damage calculation, if this monster is equipped with the card battles, you can send 1 monster from your deck to your graveyard. So basically, it'll just allow you to dump resources into the graveyard. You have Ling Ling. We have GZ Kiru, the Star Destroying Kaiju. This is a really good reprint if you're looking for a Kaiju, because it's kind of a free, basic Jigoon tribute. You have Gizmek Orochi, which is a really cool common so far, because this card can basically just banish top 10. That's and special summon itself, okay? This is a little weird one. Like, Gale Dogra is just, in my mind, not the greatest reprint for this. Because, like, you pay the 1,000 to send a Cyber End Dragon to your graveyard, but, like, you have to normal summon this card out, so it's not the greatest, in my opinion. Next up, we have Cyber Eternal. This is target 1 machine Cyber Fusion monster in your graveyard, return it to your extra deck, or special summon ignoring summon conditions. If a Cyber Fusion monster you control would be destroyed by battle, you can just banish this card instead. Cyber Repair Plant, basically one of the mainline cyber support. But this is what you probably also would pay for, is Cyber Emergency. This is a really good support card for either Drytron and or Cyber Dragon. So if you're looking to pick up Drytron stuff, you might as well pick this up for the Impermanence and Cyber Emergency. Overload Fusion allows you just to fusion summon Cyber Dragons by shuffling stuff back into your deck. So this is the Miracle Fusion for Cyber Dragons, basically. Cyber Dark Impact, this allows you to shuffle your Cyber Darks back into your deck and bring out your extra deck monsters. Cyber Dark Inferno is a field spell. Cyber Dark effect monsters you control that are equipped with equipped monster or equipped cards cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Also, your opponent cannot target them with card effects. You can target 1 Cyber Dark monster you control, return it to the hand, then immediately after this resolves, normal summon 1 Cyber Dark monster. Normal summon 1 Cyber Dark monster, basically. You could use this effect for Cyber Dark Inferno once per turn, so basically just switching it out. If this card is in zone control if it's destroyed by an opponent's control, you basically just add a polymerization or fusion spell from your deck to hand. Future Fusion, really good reprint. That's basically just ban it. You reveal from your extra deck and then send to the graveyard the fusion material. So you could just pop out your Cyber End Dragon pretty fast if you open this up pretty much. Fusion tags, and then Target one monster you control, reveal one fusion monster from your extra deck, and then if you do, target one monster's name that can be treated as revealed materials, then it can be used for a fusion summon this turn. Machine duplication, really good common and reprint in general, because this is just good overall. You get more board, basically. Limited removal, basically this just allows you to double all attack machine monsters, and then you have to destroy them at the end of the turn. Cyberdark Invasion, new trap card. Once per turn, you can activate one of these effects. Target one Cyberdark effect monster you control, could be one dragon or machine monster from either graveyard to it as a equip spell, and give it 1,000 attack, or send one equip card you control, equipped to a machine monster, to the graveyard, destroy one card your opponent controls. Cyberdark Revolution. Tribute one Cyber Dragon, special summon one fusion monster from your extra deck with that lists Cyber Dragon as material, but it cannot attack directly and destroy during the end phase. So basically, it's kind of like Call by the Haunted, but not really. Kind of sucks. This is an anime card right here, Power Wall, so you can just basically mill cards up to 500 to negate damage, basically. Call of the Haunted, standard. Paleozo Candota, really good reprint overall. Cyberdark Overflow, just banish Cyber Dragon materials, which allow you to use Cyberload Fusion to shuffle them back, and then this just pops cards, basically. And this is Cyber the extra tech stuff, so Common Tech over Dragon. This is just more Cyber Dragon support, Cyber Darkness Dragon, and Cyber Dark Dragon, and then Power Bomb and Overload Fusion. So that's pretty much it. So overall, I'd say if you're going to pick up the new support, I'd say pick up the entire deck if it's less than 15, because if it's more than 15, I just buy the singles and the new cards, because a lot of the other stuff is pretty cheap overall, and like you could also rarity bump a bunch of the other ones just and save your money, pretty much. Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, so sayonara.